Adele is a young lady. She is in her second year at the university. She comes from a Christian home who strongly believes in Christ. In school, Adele has a roommate, Titi, who also believes in Christ, and also the choir coordinator of their fellowship, which they both attend. Adele is often distracted by worldly things, preferring to party, have fun, and focus on her appearance rather than engage in spiritual activities and academics. One day, while coming from a lecture class, she accidentally bumped into a guy. "Oh, sorry, my mistake," he said. "My name is Adeyinka. I'm a third-year student in this university," he introduced himself. Adeyinka is a prince, the only son of the king of Adola Kingdom. His father is a very powerful and prominent king in the western part of Nigeria. The people of Adola were preparing for the Idiole festival, a celebration held once every 5 years. The king summoned the chief priest regarding the upcoming festival. The chief priest informed the king and the chiefs that everything was ready except for the last element of the ritual, which the gods would provide. They were all happy and rejoiced together. Prince Adeyinka and Adele met at a canteen. He decided to take a bold step by asking her out. Upon hearing, she joyfully accepted without giving it a second thought, and they left together happily. Adele shared the news with her roommate Titi. "This is too early and sudden. It reminds me of the bad dream I had about you. I need you to pray about it and seek God's consent before diving in," Titi said. However, Adele refused. Adeyinka told Adele about the festival in his hometown and invited her to join. Adele, without any hesitation, gladly accepted the offer, saying she has been looking forward to traveling and exploring since she started university. The next day, she packed her bags and told Titi she was going on a field trip with her department mates. Upon arriving at Adola Kingdom, Prince Adeyinka introduced her to his parents, the king and queen. They welcomed her to their land and gave her a place beside the prince. The next morning, during the council meeting of the king and chiefs, the chief priest announced that the last element for the ritual has been chosen by the gods, and it was the stranger the king had welcomed into his abode, the prince's friend. The king, knowing that the voice of the gods could not be altered or disrespected, said nothing, but accepted the elements of the offering for the ritual. He informed the prince, who initially refused, but the king pacified him, explaining that they had no choice but to obey the gods. While Adele was sleeping, the chief priest and his men entered her chambers. They chanted over her and called out her spirits, collecting blood in a calabash before disappearing silently. The next morning, after the festival, Adeyinka and Adele packed their bags, ready to return to school. The king called Adeyinka and told him not to have anything to do with the girl again, as she was now an empty vessel and would die soon. They bid farewell to the king and queen and left for school. A few minutes after Adele arrived home, she began experiencing severe and intense stomach pain. Titi called for help and rushed her to the hospital. Adele lay unconscious in the hospital for weeks. Her parents and pastors were summoned, all praying for her recovery. Will Adele die? Will she survive? What is the fate of Prince Adeyinka and the people of Adola Kingdom? Watch out in the next episode.